Today's adventure brings us to the Ossipee mountain range, where we will be going up to Big Ball Mountain, continuing on to Black Snout, and continuing up to Mount Shaw. So the trail starts out on Old Carriage Road. It's also known as the Mount Shaw Trail. And we will be following this up to the green and red trail, known as the Mount Tate Trail. And I've also seen it written as the Italian Trail. We're headed up this way. The Mount Shaw Trail follows along this river coming down, or a brook, a stream, whatever you want to call it, along with these waterfalls. Very, very pretty.
So down there is the Mount Shaw Trail. And up here is where we're going. So there's red blazes with green around them. And if you have a red colored deficiency, you're not going to be able to see these.
Yeah, that's me. Once you get on this trail, we just passed an intersection in the back. Now we've come to a fork in the road. Really need to be careful.
So you got to watch for the arrows and the blazing going up the side of the trail.
Yeah, otherwise you're going to end up in the wrong spot. And like Cheryl said, if you're like me, oh, I'm glad she's leading the way because I can't see red.
I think there's something in the hole. I went up to go check it out. I swear I see a face in there.
Yeah, looks like something. Anything when you zoom?
No, it's dirt.
So we've been on steady up for the last few tenths of a mile. But it's easy on the feet. There's not many boulders, roots that you have to contend with. So far it's not bad. We're kind of near the summit, we believe. We're going for a geocache. It is 0.1 from here. And then we'll go to the summit. It appears we've come to the trail junction with the Banana Trail. Goes out this way to some views, and then it also goes up to the left, which is the way we need to go. But let's go check out those views first. So yeah, there's some views here. Lake Winnipesaukee. I'm trying to find it in the viewfinder here. Where we went last week. Mount Rowe, with its antenna tree on the top. Covered 6 miles on that mountain. Next to it, Gunstock. Looks like even more snow's melted off of these ski slopes. Next to that would be Belknap. And then you can just look because I don't really know the rest of these. But it's a great view. Can't see anything in the viewfinder, so I was trying to zoom out. I hope I didn't mess anything up. Coming around. Coming around. That would be Dan Hole Pond right there. Continuing to pan around. Almost to the end. So we found a geocache. This is the Big Ball Mountain geocache. So we're gonna do what we do, and then we'll be back to the video. Banana Trail will be blazed in blue. Thought for sure it would be blazed in yellow. Coming back up to the trail junction, and we're gonna go over to Big Ball Mountain. Alright, according to GPS, this is the summit of Big Ball Mountain. Yay, hun.
Yay.
As for the views, oh, they're not as good as they were from the outlook. It's Dan Hole Pond over there. This is number 3 for us on the Ossipee 10 hiking list. So you don't get a patch for it. The list was designed to just bring more people to this area so they can see it and hike on it and that. It is the remains of a volcano. Little teeny fella there. Get a close up of your face, do you mind? So I saw this particular rock for, whoa, what's that? Hey! Alright, we're gonna date ourselves here. Cheryl's doing her impression of Kilroy was here.
What's that?
How about Wilson from Home Improvement?
Yay! Tim, let me tell you.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. We've come to the welcome sign for the Lakes Region Conservation Trust Conservation Area. And they do welcome us. We gotta be out by dusk. So I'm sure this looks completely different once all the leaves grow in. I mean, you can see the water. Kind of wide open in here when without the leaves. In case you're wondering, yes, those things that keep going in front of the camera, those are bugs. So if you're coming out, bug spray. So we're kind of at the base, I guess. We've been working our way up, but as you can see,
Uh-oh.
Our walk in the park is about to get a little bit of incline. If you look at the angle of the mountain versus the trees, you can tell it's a pretty steep area. Yeah, it's kind of run down too. I mean, everything's knocked over and it's not well blazed in this section either, so I'll look for trail maintenance. Okay, the trail dropped us off on a road. It's going up to the summit. I wonder if that's the way that we'll head over to Shaw. We'll find out. Going to the summit first. Okay, we reached the summit of Black Snout, elevation 2,803 feet. This little spur path is blazed in white. And as I go off to the right, you will see our final destination, Mount Shaw. Black Snout is actually a sub-peak off of Mount Shaw. Okay, I believe that's where we were. Big Ball Mountain. It's pretty much the same views that we had over on Big Ball Mountain, just from a different perspective. Okay, found the geocache on Black Snout. So, we're gonna do what we do, and then put it back where it goes. Okay, so this is the trail. Cheryl wants to take her shoes and boots off and walk barefoot. Do whatever you need to do. It's blazing white now. I believe this is the Black Snout Trail. And I'll tell you, they could almost use the moose poop to blaze this trail with. I mean, it is everywhere. Lots of it. My God, we hit a patch of really ice and snow. We didn't even bring the micro spikes. You gonna make it? You gonna make it? Yeah, there's still a little bit left up here. That is an incredibly strange shaped tree. The wonders of nature. Okay, we came to a trail junction. Mount Shaw is 0.4, headed up this way. And the trail we're following is now blazed in blue, no longer white, so we're not on the Black Snout Trail. We are on, I believe, the High Ridge Trail because it is in blue. So that's the view we're gonna have for lunch, but we're not eating yet because
we found the geocache. This is the highest geocache on the Ossipee 10. That's hard to say.
Yeah, it is. All right, so we're gonna shut the camera off, take a peek through it, do what we do, and then put it back where it goes. Standing on the summit of Mount Shaw, elevation 2,990 feet. This is number 5 for us on the Ossipee 10 hiking list, and it is number 52 for us on the New Hampshire Fire Tower list of the 92 fire towers that are standing, once stood, or were proposed. It's also on 52 with a view, as you're about to see. It used to be called Melvin Peak. Before that, the whole mountain was called Black Snout. And in 1882, the people of Mountainborough voted to change the name to Mount Shaw in honor of Benjamin Shaw from Lowell, Mass, who did so much work up here, made a lot of scenic attractions, and opened what was known as the Ossipee Mountain Park. Mount Shaw is the highest mountain in the Ossipee Range, offering spectacular views. Zooming in, a bump right there, Mount Chicora. Behind that we have Mount Washington. If you look at the Ossipee Range on Google Earth or on a map, you'll see it actually forms a circle. It's called a ring dike. 200 million years ago, this used to be a 10,000-foot volcano, and when it erupted, it kind of caved into itself, and it created all the peaks on the Ossipee Range. Made for some great hiking and really great views. I mean, come on, this is where we're eating lunch. It doesn't get much better than this. One of the scenic attractions that Benjamin Shaw built when this was the Ossipee Mountain Park was an observation tower right here on Mount Shaw. When the property sold to Thomas Plant in 1911, that was right around the time when fire towers were going up all over the state. So the state got permission from Mr. Plant to use this as a fire tower. It was a 60-foot wooden tall structure, and it was used from 1916 to 1922. What you're seeing is all that remains today. What a lot of people don't know about Mount Shaw is it has a sacrificial table. But after the forest fire of 1953, the regrowth, covered its location. This small piece that you're looking at right here, many people believe if you unearth the rest of it, this is the sacrificial table, similar to the one down in Salem, New Hampshire at America's Stonehenge. It has cuts in it where supposedly the blood would drain off. Personally, we don't agree that this is that stone, but then again, Cheryl and I are far from sacrificial table experts. But back in 1918, it said that Aleister Crowley, who was known as the wickedest man in the world and who Ozzy Osbourne sings about in his song Mr. Crowley, used this sacrificial stone for his New Hampshire magical retreat. So there you go. Alright, so we thought we'd end the video here because this is much prettier than the trailhead is. Just do want to let you know, if you're going to take the Mount Shaw Trail down, when you're on the Black Snout Trail, you're going to come to a sign that says Turtleback Mountain Trail, 1 mile. You want to take a left when you see that sign. It's blazed in red. Get ready to descend because you are going to go down. But other than that, we did Big Ball Mountain, we did Black Snout, and we did Shaw Mountain. We looked for the Sacrificial Table. We found 3 of the geocaches. All in all, it was a great day. Mother Nature also smiled on us today. So, other than that, all I can say is, till your next adventure, the end.